I'm Brian Chesley here alongside my good friend Nolan Leonard for our first rem edition of Chalk Talk.
Yeah, so Chalk Talk, it's a little bit of a go off of the talk where a lot of younger coaches kind of go over the fundamentals with their players early in the career of young athletes. So we just thought it'd be a great name, and in Chalk Talk, we're just gonna talk about what's going on in Crusader athletics, some of the big games here at Brother Rice and around the area, keys to the games, stuff like that. So let's get right into it.
This week, the Crusaders are taking on the Mount Carmel Caravan on October 3rd, Friday, 7:30 at Mount Carmel. Mount Carmel is 5-0, so is your Brother Rice Crusaders. But Mount Carmel has the upper hand in the standings, ranked number 1 in Illinois.
Crusaders are number 3.
Yeah, so Crusaders are right behind, hoping to give them a run for their money this Friday. It's going to be an exciting game to watch.
It certainly will be. The Crusaders coming to this one incredibly balanced on both sides of the football, led by Army commit C.J. Gray on offense and guys like Braden Parks, King Liggins on defense. So we should be in for a heavyweight fight, potentially the game of the century.
Oh, my God.
This Friday night
at
64-10 South Downtown.
Yeah. Brother Rice is outscoring their opponents 190-49 with a score differential of 141 points. And that's just crazy. Their lowest scoring game, they still scored 28 points.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty impressive, especially in high school football. I mean, it's 4 12-minute quarters. You only get so many offensive possessions, unlike college, the NFL, where they have 15-minute quarters. So it's been really impressive what the Crusaders have been able to do on the offensive side of the ball. Something where they kind of struggled a little bit last year with a great defense. But this year, they've got it all going.
Yeah, and the Mount Carmel outscoring their opponents. They've been outscoring their opponents 209-93. Their score differential is 116, so a little bit lower than Rice, but they have been scoring more points. Their lowest scoring game is 35 points.
Yeah, the Caravan offense is definitely one of the top in the state, for sure. They've been able to put up points with the best of them, coming off of a 48-0 win against Benedictine College this weekend.
Yeah, the Brother Rice Crusaders have been averaging 38 points per game, so a lot of points. Love to see it. Carmel's been averaging just under 42 at 41.8. So Carmel's been able to put up points, but I would say their defense has kind of been more of a weak point for them, as Rice is allowing just under 10 points per game at 9.8, and Carmel's been allowing 18.6, so just about double the points Rice has been allowing.
Yeah, I mean, that's really impressive to give up single-digit points per game. It's not too often where you see high school defenses be able to do that, especially in the highly competitive Chicago Catholic League.
Yeah, I mean, Crusaders got to face tons of talented teams already this season. Loyola Academy, which was a top 10 matchup. Rice was able to get 28 that game. So
and against teams like St. Rita, Marist, held the Redhawks to
0.
Donut.
Big goose egg. Yeah.
Goose egg. And then the Mustangs held them to 10 points. So they really dominated on the defensive side of the ball throughout the season.
Yeah, they've been fun to watch this year. Rice is 5-5 in the last 10 matchups of the Caravan, but as we look down the road further, not too bright for the Crusaders. They've only been 6-14 in the last 20 regular season matchups against the Caravan.
Yeah, that's something it's a big rivalry definitely here on the south side of Chicago. Lots of neighborhood guys going against each other, and it's a really important game. Not just for state playoff implications, but also bragging rights and pride.
Yeah.
I can think back to some great memories of watching the Crusaders take on that team on 64th Street. I'd say probably my favorite memory of watching the Crusaders take on the Caravan is probably when Jack Lausch was a senior, when it was the state quarterfinals, back and forth game. I think it went in overtime if I remember correctly. Crusaders had a really great team that year. There was close to 10,000 people at the game.
Yeah.
It really made you feel the South Side CCL vibe, which is something undeniable that you can only experience to be able to fully understand. Yeah,
you brought up the Crusader and Caravan playoff matchups. Rice has only been 1-3 in those last 4 postseason games against Carmel. So hopefully.
Yeah, the last time they played, I think it was when I was a freshman or sophomore. It was, if you're a Crusader fan, one you probably would like to forget, as Caravan beat us pretty handedly, but with the Caravan moving up to the highest level, 8A now, we're not going to get to see any more Crusader Caravan postseason battles for the near future.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for the Crusaders to make that jump up to the 8A. I mean, they've been phenomenal so far. So let's talk about last year's game. The Crusaders' big upset victory. Carmel was number 3 in the state at that time. Crusaders won 16-13 off a 19-yard field goal by now senior Brady Gomez.
Yeah, that was a great game to watch. I got an excellent first-hand view, being the sideline reporter on the BRTV broadcast last year for that one. Both teams came in playing some pretty good football, the Caravan especially, but their starting quarterback, Jack Elliott, who's currently playing at Vanderbilt University in the SEC, he was injured before that game, in the prior game, so they had to hand off the reins to junior Emmett Donnelly, who's now the senior superstar quarterback for the Caravan, and there was a lot of pressure going on that one, and the Crusader defense got on him early in the low-scoring game, but the Crusaders overall played gritty and tough, and they were able to come out, gave Brady Gomez a nice kick opportunity, and he sealed it in the end. It's a great game to watch.
Yeah, I got a feeling we'll be talking more about Emmett Dowling when we talk about the key players of the game. He's definitely a phenomenal player, phenomenal quarterback. His brother was the QB of the 2022 state championship team.
Yeah, Brady Dowling currently at Eastern Illinois playing college football down there, so definitely runs in the family to be a quarterback for the Mount Carmel Caravan.
Yeah. So this has been our first segment. We're going to take away to our sponsors, Encore Car Wash. When we come back, get ready for some Pick Your Poison with me and Nolan Leonard.
Tired of waiting in long lines for a clean car? Well, come to Encore Car Wash, located at 4900 West 95th Street in Oak Lawn. With competitive pricing and lightning-fast service, it's no wonder Encore is the fastest-growing express car wash in the Chicagoland area. Whether you're on your way to school, work, or just out and about, Encore's convenient location gets you in, out, and shining in no time.
Encore Car Wash is the fastest growing car wash on the south side of Chicago.
Encore Car Wash is the official car wash partner of Brother S.
We're taking advantage of any practice we can get. And it looks like we're going to go with the I formation from about 2.5 yards away. And line up, one spread out right, one spread out left, one behind the quarterback. The snap. Run left, dive in, end zone, touchdown!
Ah, come on, man.
It's just not the same.
Welcome back, Crusader fans. I am Brian Chesley here alongside Nolan Leonard. And get ready for my personal favorite segment, Pick Your Poison.
Great name, Chaz. I really got to give you the credit on that one.
Thank you. It took me about 2 days to come up with that one, so I'm very proud of it. How this segment's going to work is I'm going to read off 2 players to Nolan Leonard. He's not going to know which players they are. They're going to be titled Player A and Player B. I'll give him stats, and he'll have to tell me who he'd rather have on his team if he was the Brother Rice manager for this, Brother Rice head coach for this team.
And Chaz, are these all Crusader players, or are they, like, what type of players we're talking about? Just Brother Rice football players, or?
You're going to have to see. That's part of the game. So our first, we got Player A. He has 16 completions, 296 yards, with a 61.5 completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. With Player B, 19 completions, 212 yards, 82.6% completion, 2 touchdowns and interceptions. So less yards, less touchdowns, but got the better completion percentage for Player B.
It's a tough one, Chaz, but I think I'm going to have to lean with Player A. So reveal who's
Player A. Yeah. Player A is Jack Lausch in the 2021 game against Loyola. And Player B is CJ Gray this year against Loyola. So you're taking Jack Lausch to the 2021 Crusaders?
I mean, yeah, I got to go with my gut on that one, but I was able to watch that CJ Gray game firsthand. We were on the call for that one together. Gray was really good in that one, 19-25 for, as you said, over 200 yards and multiple touchdowns. So
yeah, that was a fun game to call with you and Tom Beverly down the sideline.
Yeah, just pick your poison. So
you never know. You never know what's up. With our second, Pick Your Poison, we got Player A, 16 receptions, 173 yards, averaging 10.8 yards per reception and a touchdown. Player B, 18 receptions, 196 yards, averaging 10.9 yards per reception with 2 touchdowns. So more touchdowns, more yards for Player B. Who you taking?
I got to take Player B then on this one.
Player B. So I'm going to reveal Player A first, who you did not take. DJ Moore through the first 4 games this season, Chicago Bears wide receiver. And Player B, who you did take, Jovan Green, Brother Rice wide receiver through the first 4 games of the season.
Good thing I don't have DJ Moore in fantasy. Is all I
Yeah.
have to say on that one.
Jovan Green's been playing phenomenal this season. It's really
Yeah,
special to
Green,
watch.
and his brother Jalen Green. 2 guys we'll talk about a little bit more
Yeah.
later in the show. Been key piece for the Crusader football team all year.
Yeah. Our next player matchup, we got player A, 33.5 points per game, 8.7 points against per game, 331.3 offensive yards a game. Player B, well, there's more of a team A, team B. So we got 25.7 points per game, 21 points against, 251 offensive yards. So player B, more yards, more points per game, less points against per game, and more yards a game. I think this one's a pretty
I
obvious
think
take.
this is a pretty easy one. We'll go team B on this one.
Team B?
I'm sorry, I meant team A, the one
Team-
that has
yeah.
more points. Sorry.
You're all
Right there
good.
for a second, guys.
Team A, I'm going to reveal first, is your Brother Rice Crusaders.
Wow.
Through the first 4 games of the season. They have been truly, truly amazing. And player B, Team B, your defending Super Bowl champs Philadelphia Eagles through the first 4 games of the season.
Wow, I mean that really you learn something new every day, my friend.
Yeah. So Eagles, a little bit of, I mean, they're doing phenomenal on the season, but the stat book, Brother Rice is doing better. Next, we got player A, 15 solo tackles, 37 total tackles, and 1 tackle for loss. Player B, 19 solo tackles, 31 total tackles, and half a sack. So more solo tackles, less total tackles.
I mean, the whole point of playing on the gridiron, Chaz, is keeping your opponent from scoring.
Yeah.
You got to bring them down. So I think I'd have to go with the total tackles.
Player A?
Yeah.
I'll give you player B first, who you did not pick. Fred Warner, first 5 games of last season. And player who you did take, senior Charlie Barkmeyer through the first 5 games of the season.
Barkey, fellow St. Catherine Charger with me, man.
Yeah. The Crusaders are, I mean, what I'm hearing, doing better than a lot of NFL teams so far. NFL
Apparently
players.
so.
Yeah. With our last matchup, we got player A, 284 yards, a touchdown, and 56.8 yards per game. Player B, 314 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 62.8 yards per game. More yards, 4 more touchdowns, and a lot more yards per game. Who are you going to take with this one?
This is a simple one. You
Yeah.
got to go with the guy with more yards and
Yep.
touchdowns, obviously.
So you're going with player B,
Yes.
who is Jalen Green, first 5 games this year. So we already talked about his brother. Now we're talking about Jalen. And player A is Derrick Henry through the first 5 games of last year. So, I mean, Crusaders' offense and defense have been phenomenal. We've seen it time and time again through the first 5 weeks of the season. NFL teams, they're falling behind to the Crusaders.
Yeah, I think we should get a Crusaders versus like the Eagles matchup or something.
Be fun to see out on Tom Mitchell Field on 99th and Pulaski.
Obviously streamed on Brother Rice TV.
Yeah, yours surely will be streaming that game. Could someone contact the Eagles here, see if we can make that possible?
I'll do my best.
Thank you, Lenny. I'm Brian Chesley alongside Nolan Leonard. We'll take you to a quick commercial break.
You know, Marist vs. Brother Rice is obviously one of the biggest high school rivalries in the state, but I mean, it's a lot more than just a matchup between the 2 teams on the court. The student section's got to prepare themselves for this one.
And to get the crazies fired up, we usually turn to our resident Crusader crazy, John Gallagher, senior leader, who has been taking this week pretty seriously.
Yeah, you know, some might call my teaching methods a little unorthodox.
Get your head out of your ass! I'm sick of this!
But, I mean, it gets results.
I see you with no intensity, no enthusiasm!
You know, I just really love all the guys.
Are you gonna do something? Huh? Am I gonna hear you?
It really makes this job easy.
You're horrible! You're
Alright, fast break layup. Guy's going in. He rolls in a finger roll. What are you saying to him?
You can't dunk.
I like it. Alright. Guy on the other team travels. What's the first thing that comes to your mind you're going to say to him?
You're not good.
See me after class. You two. Free throw line. Guy breaks the first free throw. What are you going to yell at this clown?
You're wide open.
You're wide open.
Brilliant. I like it, boys. Good job. Really liked what I saw today, boys. Let's keep up the good work.
Crazies are going to be ready for this one.
Are you talking in my class?
No.
Mind me out in the hall.
Tired of waiting in long lines for a clean car? Well, come to Encore Car Wash, located at 4900 West 95th Street in Oak Lawn. With competitive pricing and lightning-fast service, it's no wonder Encore is the fastest-growing express car wash in the Chicagoland area. Whether you're on your way to school, work, or just out and about, Encore's convenient location gets you in, out, and shining in no time.
Encore Car Wash is the fastest growing car wash on the south side of Chicago.
Encore Car Wash is the official car wash partner of Brother S.
You can find Encore Car Wash on 95th Street in Oak Lawn.
You know, Marist vs. Brother Rice is obviously one of the biggest high school rivalries in the state, but I mean, it's a lot more than just a match.
Hello, Crusader fans. Welcome back. I'm Brian Chesley here alongside Nolan Leonard. Now, in the next segment, we are going to talk about the keys of the games, what each team needs to do to win, and what players we think are going to be a huge fundamental part of this game.
Yeah, so first we're going to talk about some Crusaders that are going to be key players for this weekend's game. Obviously, you got to start off with Cam McGee, the super soft, who had a big coming out party in the Loyola game, having, I think, 15 solo tackles.
Oh, he was all over the place.
Which was really impressive. A guy who kind of started off a little slow. Started the season with his first varsity experience. Throughout the summer, he was playing both offense and defense, which is why he was listed as an athlete on the all the newspaper reports about him, and even official rosters on 8-18 and that sort of thing. But as the season's worn on, they've realized just how big of a presence he can be on the defensive line. So it's been great watching him grow as a football player throughout these last couple of weeks, especially that big game against Loyola. Ches, want to tell us about a Carmel guy and send it back over to me for Rice guy?
Yeah, so Carmel, I'm really excited to watch. Emmett Dowling, big part of the Caravan offense. It's going to be fun to watch, throwing the ball all over the place, moving around with his feet. He's going to be a huge factor in the game. If he gets hot, the Caravan's going to be tough to stop.
Yeah, so I'm going to counter your Emmett Dowling with a little CJ Gray action. Officer Gray reporting for duty. CJ, the Army commit, was the starting quarterback last year, and he did all right last year. He had an up and down season, but this year I think he's truly found his groove leading the Crusader offense. He has really improved in all facets of the game, and we've always known ever since he was a freshman that he's a outstanding athlete, can run the ball at the best of him, but he's really gained a bunch of leadership qualities, and he's learned how to throw the ball effectively and efficiently as well. Yeah. So,
one thing I do really want to talk about is the Crusader defensive line, led by senior King Liggins, junior Braden Parks, and, I mean, they've done dominant this season, stuffing the run. I mean, the game against Loyola, they couldn't get anything going on the ground.
Yeah, interesting fact. In the first half, the Ramblers only had negative 4 rushing yards in that first half, which is something you don't really see too often, especially against a team like Loyola.
I mean, having negative yards, I think that might be a little bit more harder than having positive yards.
That's -4 if I've ever seen.
I mean, that's definitely.
So continuing to talk about some key guys to this game. So for the Crusaders, if we're talking about their defense, they don't really have holes anywhere, really.
Oh, my God, no.
Look at guys like safeties, like Austin Merchkos, defensive backs like Danny Spassky, Amir White. I mean, those guys are just ball hawks all over the field. It's like the Legion of Boom out there.
Yeah, the guys really stepped up from last year, too. So they've been fun to watch. I like to talk about senior Michael Fitz Magic out there on the defense causing havoc. He was one of the guest podcasters on Shane Lyons and Jack Fratto's preview game of Mount Carmel, him alongside Colin Goggin, who's a senior captain. On the offense side of the ball, he plays tight end. For the Crusaders, I think for this game, they really need to attack the running game with Jalen Green. I feel like if they do that, they'll have a great chance to win. Carmel has a really good defensive line, so if you can find holes in that defensive line, I think you're setting up for perfection.
Yeah, because the Caravan on that defensive line, on one side you got Caleb Bone Crusher Tucker, the big sophomore, which received lots of interest from lots of high-level colleges and universities. And then on the other side you have the Vanderbilt commit Joey Quinn. So it'll be interesting to see how those guys stack up against the Crusader offensive line.
Yeah, Joey Quinn going to Vanderbilt with his former teammate Jack Elliott there in the SEC. They're going to cause havoc down there in Vandy. So that should be fun to watch. I think the Caravan really need to really stuff the run. I mean, as the Crusaders need to run the ball, I think if the Caravan can stuff the run, really stop Jalen Green from getting anything going, stop C.J. Gray from getting outside the pocket, I think that that's what the Caravan need to do to get a win out of this one.
Because the Crusaders have a balanced offensive attack. I mean, it's like you say, Chad, pick your poison.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to give up? Do you want to give up the massive passing yards and touchdowns, or do you want to give up the run game? So that'll be really interesting to see, and how the Crusader defense will do against this star-studded Caravan offense. But another key point is the kickers. We'll see. That'll be interesting, this one as well. Brady Gomez for the Crusaders, his second year as being the kicker. He's really thrived under pressure moments throughout this season. He's got a really long leg and rumored to be kicking from 55, 60-yard kicks these days, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, he's dropped multiple touchbacks already this season, so see how far he can get into the end zone on the kickoff.
And the Caravan, I think, have a new kicker this year, so it'll be interesting to see how he does in a pressure-filled game against the Crusaders. So,
and what I think is going to be a very defensive game, I think the field goals are going to be detrimental. So if you can get into field goal range and get a kicker that can make from 40, I think that'd be huge for the Crusaders with Brady Gomez and backup sophomore kicker Brody Briggs, who also has a phenomenal leg.
Yeah, Briggs also a star in the Crusaders soccer team.
Yeah.
So Crusaders are lucky in the kicking department.
Oh, the Crusaders are very, very lucky. I would like to also watch senior captain Colin Goggin, who has a brother on the sophomore team as well, who's also dresses for varsity Brian Goggin. As long as Father Terry Goggin is the voice of the Crusaders, you might hear him.
For the great Bob McDonough a couple years ago.
You hear Mr. Goggin.
Move those chains.
You hear Mr. Goggin in the press box. I mean, from like 4 blocks away, you can hear him getting the Crusader families hyped. So it'll be fun to watch. I mean, obviously he won't be there because it's an away game. But Colin Goggin, I think, was special. Big, strong tight end. Can definitely run over the Caravan defense, put his head down, put his shoulder down, and he could break free.
He's the heart and soul of this Crusader offense.
He is. He really embodies what it means to be a Crusader. As you've seen against the St. Pat's team, he had a long touchdown up the middle. See if he can break away for another long one against the Caravan.
And I think that's going to be it for this segment, as we'll send it to another quick commercial break, and we'll be right back for just a couple more segments.
Here at Brother Ice TV, we pride ourselves on trying new things and testing out our skills. And with basketball season coming up, we figured, why not? All right, boys, let's see what you got. Hey, come here, watch this. All right, let's do it. Hey, watch this.
Welcome back, Crusader fans. Again, I'm Brian Chesley with Nolan Leonard, with Tommy Dirk behind the camera and Charlie Cushing as our producer. We're going to go around the league on this one. We got Marist, who is 1-4, versus Pravi, who's 3-2. You got thoughts for that game?
Yeah, the Red Hawks were finally able to get off the schneid. They were 0-4 to start the year with kind of a rough start for Coach Fitz, coming off of a really strong season last year. And they barely won last week, 28-27.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how they do this week against a kind of an underrated Providence team. So I think I'm going to have to go with Pravi in that one.
Yeah. As a Crusader, I don't think I'm allowed to pick Marist, so I'm going to go Pravi pretty handily here. I'm going to go 35-14. So next one, another local rival. We got St. Rita, who is 2-3, going against the number 5 ranked team in the state, Nazareth, who is 4-1.
Yeah, I mean, the Road Runners, my mom's a proud Nazareth grad, class of 1996. Shout out, Mom.
Shout
Love
out.
you. And then the Road Runners, they've got a loss this year already. Lost a tough one against Mount Carmel earlier in the year. But still, I think they're going to be able to take down the Rita men this week.
Yeah, I'm going to go, on this one, I'm going to go St. Naz, again, pretty easily. Rita struggling this year, only 2-3, barely able to take down Marist in that week 1 game. It was a very exciting game to watch also. So I'm going to go Nazareth here, 42-21. Next game, we got number 6 Loyola, who's 3-1, one loss coming to your Brother Rice Crusaders, versus Ignatius, who's 2-3 out there in the city skyline of Chicago.
It's a beautiful field, Chaz.
It
I
is.
played there for baseball, freshman, sophomore year. It was really cool to be down there. Got some great photo opportunities.
Nice. So, who you taking?
The Ramblers, the Wolfpack. You got to go with the Ramblers in this
Yeah.
one, I think. They've been a dominant force in high school football across the last decade plus. And so I think in this city battle, they'll take this one home.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ramblers too. This has definitely been Loyola's good team. They did lose to Rice though, but Rice is also a very good team. So I'm gonna go Ramblers in this one, 28-7.
You know what they say, Chaz? Great minds think alike.
Yeah, I mean we've been on same picks for the first 3. Next one I'm personally excited for is number 2 team in the state, East St. Louis, who is 2-2, but they've been playing some phenomenal teams, going up against Edwardsville, who's 2-3.
Yeah, it's brings up a big point, not even just in the high school football rankings, but even like college football rankings. I don't get how a team could be 2-2 and still be ranked number 2 in the state.
Yeah, it's
I
all
feel
about
like
strength of schedule.
Yeah, I get that, but you gotta be able to win some
Yeah, I don't
football
know.
games. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a little upset heavy.
Wow.
Give me Edwardsville.
Wow, this is gonna be our first disagreement here. As I'm going East St. Louis. They've been able to put up some big numbers, so I might have East St. Louis drop a 50 bomb. I'm gonna go 56-23 on this one. Next game, we got Lincoln Way East, who is ranked 4th in the state. They are 5-0, going up against a struggling Mateo Valley team, who is 2-3.
I mean, you got to go with the Lincoln Way East guys on that one. They've got a really high-profile program. They've got a lot of talented players who are going to end up playing some high-level football at the next level in college as well. So, got to go with Lincoln Way East on that one.
I'm going to go Lincoln Way East 2 on this one, as they are 5-0, ranked 4 in the state. They've been playing really good football. I'm going to go Lincoln Way East here. Not as big of a discrepancy as most might think. I think it might be a little bit closer game, but I'm still going 28-10 on this one. And our final around the league matchup, we got Fenwick, who's 4-1, going against St. Lawrence, who is also 4-1.
Yeah, the Vikings are a team who kind of has been surprised in the last couple of years. They've even got all the way down to the state championship a couple of years ago. And this year again, they're playing some good football, coming off a big win against the Leo Lions last weekend. Against the Fenwick team who also comes in 4-1. But I think I'm going to have to go with the Vikings on this one.
Yeah, I'm still a little salty that the Fenwick Friars taking down the Crusaders last year. So I am, too, going to go with St. Lawrence. Very close game. I'm going 28-27 on this. And now with our final pick, the game of the century, as you said earlier, Noah Leonard, we got Mount Carmel Caravan going up against your Brother Rice Crusaders. I think it's going to be a great kick. A great game, sorry. I've been thinking about this one all week, and I obviously I got to go the Crusaders. I'm going to Crusaders 27-25, and they are winning off a blocked field goal.
Chaz, the pressure, it's mounting.
Yep.
But no, I think it's going to be another great football game between two schools, Mount Carmel and Brother Rice. But in this one, I'm going to have to go with the Brother Rice Crusaders.
Yeah, a little
28-24.
Oh, there you go, Lenny. We got a little Lee Corso headgear pick here. Loving to see it. You going to do the rest of the show with the night helmet on here?
Of course, Jez.
Well, thank you for tuning in. This is Chalk Talk. I'm Brian Chester here with Nolan Leonard. We got Tommy Durkin behind the camera and Charlie Cushion producing for us. Thank you, good night, and as always, go Crusaders.